stayed at the beach for a few hours, watched seagulls vying for attention and french fries, bought some coastal-style salted caramel popcorn from a booth recently transplanted from an actual coast. I sat and ate it and listened to an argument between the lifeguard and a tourist for the fishing pole. The tourist didn't understand why you people even have rivers if you weren't allowed to fish in it. The truth was that the fish population was under the purview of the state park across the river and therefore couldn't be fished. Did the lifeguard explain this to the tourist? Yes. Did the tourist listen? No. Eventually, one of the tourist's friends came and got him, and the lifeguard let out the longest sigh I had ever witnessed up until that point. I gave her a little encouraging thumbs up, but she didn't see me. At 4:46, my mom texted me that dinner would be ready in 40 minutes. By 5:52, I was on the bus back home. We heard it at 6:03. The sound was completely unfamiliar to me, a sort of loud, low-sounding roar. It only lasted a few seconds, but it was enough to stop the bus and stir everyone on it into a panicked murmur. A second later, the shockwave hit, and the bus rattled and lurched. The driver pulled over and turned around to face us. He was an elderly African-American man with kind eyes and a scar on his left cheek. "Somebody get the news on," he said. A few people reached for their phones and tablets. I pulled out my phone too, but I was calling Mom. "Hey, did you hear that?" "Hear what?" "It was like a roaring sound, like a jet engine." "You mean it wasn't a jet engine? I thought a plane had gone by." No, I looked outside. Other cars had pulled over, their occupants standing around looking lost. A few buildings had cracked windows. There was a dog bolting down the street, leash dragging behind it. I think maybe something exploded. What? I had honestly never heard Mom sound that terrified before. Someone got the live feed on from Channel 7 News up on their phone, and I moved closer to see it. The lead news anchor, Bill Hughes, was droning on in his usual monotone about a facility in the river that had blown up. "Is the bus moving?" Mom demanded. "No, we're parked. I don't think..." The live stream switched from the newsroom to footage of the destroyed facility. Thick clouds of black smoke were billowing out of the facility, so much so that the news chopper had to fly a little higher to avoid it. The wind kicked up again, and the chopper pilot informed the reporter that they would have to be landing far, far away. "Adam," Mom said, her voice a little shaky, "are you seeing this?" "Yeah." "Where are you exactly? I'm going to come and get you." I could hear her moving around like she was getting her coat on, and then her voice came back, sounding a little far away. "I'm texting Jory now, and we're leaving." I smiled despite myself as I remembered how excited Mom had been the first time that I had taught her that she could text someone while still on the phone with someone else. "Mom, you should stay home. Everyone's going to be panicking and stuff," I said quietly, standing up. "I know, that's why we're going. Can you try and get off the bus and head in the opposite direction? Stay home, okay?" I tilted my head toward the back exit. "You're far enough from the river and..." "Adam, no. Get off the bus." "Mom..." The rain started to fall then. My hand was on the door handle and I was looking out at people rushing away from the direction of the river. I stared at fat raindrops that were running thick with some kind of green and purple liquid. Puddles were forming. The warm June air calling up little clouds of mist to roll around people's ankles. I took a step back from the door. "Mom, whatever this is, it's already here." "Adam, get off the bus." "Mom, it's the rain. You stay inside and stay dry." A lot of people did get off the bus. 2 kids my age joined hands and ran. A woman emptied a bottle of water onto a handkerchief and held it in front of her toddler's face, and the 2 of them fled. A grungy-looking guy pulled, of all things, a gas mask out of his bag and put it on. Then he just sat there looking superior. I plugged my earbuds in my phone, then tucked it into my pocket before pushing my way out the door. My hoodie was soaked through almost immediately. "Adam, please." Mom was definitely crying. "Get someplace safe. Are there any buildings nearby you could run to really quickly? Are the bus windows open? It tastes the way dead leaves smell." I don't know why I said that. I mean, it was true. The liquid was purple and green, shades that I had never seen before, the two colors dancing and swirling around each other but never mixing. And it was streaked with white, like someone had splashed paint onto it. And it did taste exactly the way dead leaves smell, but it didn't smell like dead leaves. It smelled sweet, like honey and almonds. Please, Adam, tell me where you are. I got off the bus. Adam. Now she was angry, but she was still crying. I'm the mom. You're the child. You do what I tell you to. Get into a house or a shop, anything. Hey, Mom. What? You know that show you like with the mom and the daughter, and they have a farm and a cat? What? The show you like, Juniper Berries? What was the last episode like? Most people were running for shelter or driving away as fast as they could. There were people trying to flag down rides, but most drivers sped past, drenching people standing on the sidewalk with purple-green runoff. I got on the sidewalk just in time for a sedan to paint my jeans in a two-tone kaleidoscope. What? Mom's voice cracked that time. The last episode. It's on Wednesdays, right? Yeah. She cleared her throat. Yeah, in the last episode, the daughter's new boyfriend. Oh, I hate him. He's terrible, and she belongs with Brooke instead. He came over, and the mom made him help her muck out the horse stalls because she sobbed. I wasn't crying, and I felt kind of bad about that, about not crying. I still do, really. I thought about making myself cry in the moment, but it didn't seem important. The important thing was listening to Mom talk about her favorite dramedy. Because she's the mom, I said quietly. I'm still not sure if she heard me. Because she's the mom, she said. And it's her job to keep little Natalia safe from creeps like Tristan Forrester. He's a creep, huh? Yes, he's the worst. He doesn't care about Natalia at all, and he thinks that he's so much better than everyone else in Single Rose Valley because he grew up in L.A. She scoffed. What a tool. Hey, kid, someone said from behind me. I turned to see a gruff-looking woman wearing a leather jacket with patches on the sleeves. Come on, let's get out of this rain. She wrapped a gentle arm around my shoulder and led me to a storefront. The Payless was bursting with people, their panicked voices weaving through the air and making it hard for me to hear Mom. The woman in the leather jacket kept going back and forth between the street and the store, gathering anyone who would come with her. There were dozens of people who were just walking, slowly and steadily, the same way I had been, not urged on by panic or fear, but resolute in the fact that they couldn't just stand around and get soaked. Thank you.